Hey YouTube, Planet Aquarium MN bringing you a quick video today on the Planted 75. This is a high-tech Planet 75 with pressurized CO2 and high light. It's been a long time since I've made a video strictly on this tank. It's been a long time since I've provided an update on this tank, and I don't think I've really highlighted this aquarium since I've done my rescape and took out the Manzanita branch and the Taiwan moss and replaced it with the lava rock, the Dragonstone. So I've had a lot of requests actually to provide an update on this and actually kind of recap the plants that I have in here and why I chose the plants that I do, the plants that I have in here. Before that, though, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I've been on YouTube now since, I believe, March 22nd, and I've already accumulated over 1,000 subscribers. So just want to say thank you to my regular viewers and my regular subscribers, and thank you to the new subscribers. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. On my homepage on my YouTube account, in the bottom right corner of my banner, there is an icon for Instagram. It'll take you to my Instagram account, which is PlantedMN. PlantedMN. Follow me on Instagram. I usually post pictures on the weekends, and I post pictures before, during, and after aquarium maintenance. I post pictures of my plants and my fish, and that is all I post on that account. I promise you will not see pictures of selfies, you'll not see pictures of tattoos, you'll not see pictures of my car, my dinner plate, or my dog laying on its back with its legs spread open. You're going to see pictures of fish, aquatic plants, and fish tanks, and that's that. So anyways, a lot of people have asked me what I have for plants, if I could just explain the plants that I have in here and maybe why I chose the plants that I do have in here. I don't know how much in detail I'll go into, but I will highlight and tell you guys what plants I do have in this tank right now. The tank overall, since the rescape, is doing well. Right after the rescape, I got smacked with cyanobacteria because I really disrupted the tank and threw it out of balance. It took a while. I had to fight the cyano a couple times, but not an issue right now. Now I do have a little bit of algae growing on the front glass. My apologies. It's maintenance day tomorrow. I'll take care of the algae on the glass. Tank looks a little dirty. My apologies. And as you can see, some of the plants back here are very overgrown, and they're going to be getting a trim tomorrow. But anyways, the plants that I have in here, my foreground is nothing but Pogostemon helferi, also known in the trade as Downoi, D-O-W-N-O-I, Downoi. Comes from, I believe it's Vietnam, Cambodia, somewhere over there in Asia. It likes more of an acidic water, softer acidic water with high light and CO2, and it will do great. If you're not going to put it in more of an acidic water, you're going to have some struggles with it. But overall, I love the plant. It's got a really unique shape and characteristics. The leaves are really firm, very compact plants. Let's see if I can zoom in if you can see that. And then it still sells for quite a premium on the Planet Tank Forum. Downoi sells for about $5 a stem right now on the Planet Tank Forum. And because of the cost, when I started out, I only started out with 7 crowns. I'm now well over 100 crowns in this tank, and I've done a couple trims on it. Given a couple piles to Brian, Dolly VH here on YouTube. But I've got over 100 crowns right now, and I really love the plant. Over here to the left, that little red plant, this here is Ultraranthera reinecki mini. I probably botched the name on that. Reinecki mini. And what I like about that is it stays real compact for a red plant. You don't see a lot of foreground plants that are red, and this one you can use as a foreground plant. It does not get real big, real tall. Stays very compact. I put it in here for a splash of color. It too, like Downoi, sells for a premium. It is in high demand, and I think I paid $6, $7, maybe $8 a stem for that. I only bought 3 stems because of the cost. But I'm going to do the first trim on that tomorrow, kind of spread it out, maybe put a couple more stems here or back over in here, maybe put a little splash of color on this side of the tank. But Ultraranthera reinecki mini, gorgeous plant. Doesn't require a lot of maintenance either. What I like about it is it stays red, unlike a lot of your red plants. Sometimes they'll have a tendency to turn green if they're not getting the right light or the right nutrients. This one, I've had no issue with it staying a deep, solid red. Very low maintenance, and but it does like CO2 and high light. Back here I've got a little Blyxa Japonica. Over here in the middle I have also got Blyxa Japonica. And what I like about Blyxa is it's a very low maintenance stem plant. It stays fairly compact, maybe 7 inches in height. Maybe get a little taller than that, but it'll get real bushy like it is right now. I've not trimmed this Blyxa in over a month, and you can see it's very bushy, but it's got an appearance like a grass, a clump of grass. But again, a very low maintenance plant, not requiring a lot of trimming, which is really a benefit and one of the reasons I like Blyxa. Over here on the left, I've got a few of the faster growing stem plants. Right here, Heteranthera zosterfolia, commonly known as stargrass, was never intended to be there. I only had a couple of stems there that I was just trying to grow, and I was going to try and work that into the scape somehow, and I just have not had time to really trim that back. And you can see it's really gotten overgrown. It's shading the Reinecke mini, and it's shading some Pogostemon erectus here. So I'm going to be trimming that back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I really like stargrass. I mean, it's not my favorite because it can get messy, but it's got such a bright green to it and just real graceful appearance to it. When it's healthy and you've got a real healthy plant of it like this, it looks gorgeous. But behind the stargrass, I've got 3 stems of Ludwigia inclinata cuba. And I'll see if I can zoom in on that. If you could pick up the colors of the tips, what I like about inclinata cuba, when it gets close to the surface, the tips turn kind of a fiery orange, just a bright fiery orange red. Just a gorgeous, graceful plant that waves and blows real nice in the current. Over here behind the stargrass and behind the next to the Ludwigia inclinata cuba, this is Rotala macranda. It's Rotala macranda green. It was supposed to be the red variety. There was little confusion and miscommunication with the guy that sold it to me. It's supposed to be the red. It came in the green variety. Not a big deal. It's still a nice looking plant. It's a very robust, fast growing plant though. It'll do good in a wide variety of water conditions. Just a little too fast of a grower for me in this tank. I've done a couple major trims on it already. I've got to do another major trim tomorrow, but I love the appearance. I love the shape of it, and I love the leaves. They'll turn. The edges will get kind of a orangey red look to them as they get closer to the surface as well. So another gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Pointed this out a little bit ago. Right here. This is Pogostemon erectus, and there's a couple stems of it back here as well. And Pogostemon erectus has got a real nice look to it. Looks almost like pine needles, like a little branch that you might have clipped off like a Scotch pine with those really long, thin needles. And what I like about this here is it's not a very demanding plant. It does like the high light and CO2, but it's not a real fast growing plant, like this Rotala macranda. I mean, this I've trimmed it a couple times only to break off the stems and replant them, but you can see like these plants back here, maybe 8 inches. I started out with 3 of these little things, and I've got maybe a dozen stems of it in there right now, but they're not reaching up to the surface. They don't need weekly trimming like the Rotala does or the stargrass, but very nice looking plant. Can be used in the mid-ground as well as the background. Over here on the right, I've got Limnophila aromatica. It looks real similar. Got a lot of similar characteristics as Ludwigia inclinata cuba. But what I like about the Limnophila aromatica, the underside of the leaves will turn a bright purple. Now you're not going to pick it up with the lighting and the angle of the camera right now, but if I were to pick the camera up or take a stem of that out, you would see that the bottom of the leaves are really a bright purple, which offers a nice splash of color. And I need to put a water pump or circulation pump over there to blow that around, because then it will show the colors of the leaves, the bottom of the leaves, a lot better. But it's a nice healthy plant. It's a faster grower. It spreads real easily, and not a very demanding plant, but high light and CO2, and it'll do incredibly well. Down here, right here, and then behind this piece of dragonstone right here, I've got some S. repens. And that melted back when I did my rescape, and it's kind of rebounded a little bit. I love S. repens. It's a very compact, very hardy stem plant. Nice thick leaves and stems to it. I just don't have a lot of it in the tank. I'm trying to work that into my scape a little bit more, but it's a great plant. So anyways, that's that. Like I said, the tank is very well balanced right now. I'm not having any issues with it. It just isn't the look that I was anticipating when I did my rescape. I had more of an uwagumi slash Dutch idea, but it came out more of a Dutch jungle. But I like it. It's balanced. The plants are real healthy in here. The fish are doing well. I can't complain. So again, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers again for pushing me over the 1,000 subscriber mark. I want to say thank you to those that are following me on Instagram, and if you're not, please do. If you're not subscribing to my YouTube channel, please do. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions on these plants or any other plants or planted tanks in general, please let me know. You can shoot me a private message or post something in the video in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. I appreciate that. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and like always, we will catch you guys later.